using the strategies that we're going to talk about tonight. So sit back, enjoy. If you have any questions at any time during the presentation, feel free to write them in the chat box. My puppy, who is the chief creative officer here at my company, might make a little noise, so bear with me. I'm watching him right now. Bear with me if he starts to get out of hand. I'll take a second to deal with him, and then we'll be back in action. But other than that, we're going to get started. So let me see by a show of hands. Just push the hand button or write in the chat. If you're using Facebook to get leads right now, just write yes or a Y in the chat. Cool. All right, cool. I'm seeing everybody's hands going up for the most part. Everybody's hands going up. Awesome. All right, awesome. Yeah, so I got started marketing on Facebook maybe 4 or 5 years ago, and it was definitely definitely a different ball game. I was very naive. There was a lot of things about Facebook that I didn't know. Um, and since then, there's been a lot of things that I've learned. I've paid for coaching, and I've done it the School of Hard Knocks way and learned this process and from just spending my own money, testing and seeing what works actually in the marketplace. So the things that I'm sharing with you are from spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on testing and consulting with clients that I have, and we've basically boiled it down to a small, simple process that we go in and we build lists that are hyper responsive in niche markets, right? So again, this definitely works outside of the internet marketing space. It actually works better out of the internet marketing outside of the internet marketing space. And again, if you do this correctly, you can earn anywhere from 100% return on investment on your money daily. Up to some days I'm seeing 600% return on investment on my money. So it's something great. I got started online building lists and buying media. So I've always been into list building. I've built lists over 600,000 subscribers before. Again, not in this Aweber account. This is a test account, and it's just through trial and error. And so tonight, what we're going to talk about is again go over 7,000 subscribers in 7 days on Facebook. So the first question is it possible? When I posted my thread the other day on the forum, I had a lot of people who asked me, are my screenshots fake? Are my screenshots real? Is this really actually possible? And just a second, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through some of the ads that I have live. You're gonna be able to see how simple and how effective what I'm doing is. We're gonna look at some of the commissions that I've been able to earn. Just a glimpse, not every single one of my campaigns, but you're going to see a glimpse of one of the campaigns that I'm going to share with you guys. And then by the end of this webinar, we're gonna build something from scratch, and you guys are going to have an understanding of exactly how to go out and get 7,000 subscribers in 7 days. And again, over the next 6 days after tonight's webinar, you guys are going to be seeing the results from one of the ads or a few of the ads that I place tonight. So there's a lot of ground rules when it comes to Facebook, and we're going to talk about the rules. There's some strict guidelines that I go by and certain rules that I go by. And again, we're gonna go into them in depth. But right now, I'll tell you one off the top of my head is I never start a Facebook ad after 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And again, I'm going to talk about all the rules, all the metrics that I look at when I'm creating a Facebook ad campaign. But my number one rule is never start never start. If you don't learn anything else from me, never start a Facebook ad campaign after 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So for those naysayers and the people who like to refund products on the Warrior Forum, again, I started this ad yesterday. And I got 728 leads yesterday, 956 leads today. And the only reason why I started it yesterday is, again, because let's just say if we're on here for 6 more days and I get to 6,000 leads, someone's going to say, hey, you didn't show us how to get 7,000 leads in 7 days. Again, we're going to set up an ad tonight, but the ad won't actually start running until tomorrow, right? Because, again, I follow that rule. I don't run ads after 4 p.m. I don't start them after 4 p.m. So, again, I let this run just to get 1,000 subscribers today. Again, for those people who like to like be very legalistic on on everything that the Warrior Forum thread says. Again, so 1,000. We can just say that 1,000 leads will be generated for today. But again, I just want to get that out of the way to protect myself for in the case that we only get to 6,000 leads, since we only really have 6 real days after today, right? So again, 1,000 leads are done for today. So is everybody cool with that? Everybody, we got that out the way, right? I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. All right, cool, totally fine, cool. All right, cool. So everybody seems to be cool with that. All right, so let me show you guys what I've been doing, so you guys can understand that this is a system that's actually working for me right now. And again, I have to update my billing, so don't look at that. All right, I'm in the wrong list. Let's go here. So what I'm doing right now is I'm pulling up the subscriber information of a campaign that I've been running for about 15 or 16 days. And during this 15, 16 days, there was at least 4 days that my ads were paused. So we're only really looking at 12 days of data, right? So in 12 days of running ads on Facebook with this campaign, it's generated over 17,580 subscribers. Now the total out-of-pocket expense that I've paid so far is my 2 ads billed were $1,020 so far that I've paid out of pocket for Facebook ads, and then I think that I spent $84 yesterday and like $56 so far today. So basically, right around $1,200 or so to get 17,000 subscribers. And basically 17,000 subscribers for a $1,200 ad spend. So the first question again, is it possible? Hell yeah, it's possible to get all these leads on Facebook. And again, we're going to talk about it in a second. Now, just to show you guys some quick proof that the system actually makes money, this is one of my CPA network accounts that I use to actually promote offers. As you can see, over the last basically 18 days, again, like most, it was like at least 4 days where these ads are paused. There's been $3,900 in income, and again, this is not the only offer network that I promoted offers from. I promoted offers in Get Offers Direct, Max Bounty. That accounts for like another $1,100. And another network called Ads for Dough, which accounts for another $300. So basically, my total earnings so far for my versus my ad spend, basically I spent $1,200 in ad spend, and have made over $5,300. Now, also during this process, these 18 days or so, 3 of the days, my ad wasn't the offer that I started to promote. The advertiser had to reapprove my landing page for whatever reason. I had a new affiliate account manager, and on the network, I had never really submitted my landing page for approval. So they had to go back and reapprove that, and that took 3 days. So we're only really looking at the real world data of maybe only about 10 days of actual advertising. So I've been able to do like over 400%. 500% on my ad spend, and in really a short amount of time. And again, when you see the system, you see how simple it is. You will understand how easy it is for you to profit. Because again, there's mistakes that I made using this system, and I'm going to share with you what those mistakes are, so that you don't have to make them, and then you can improve on them. So as you can see, today's earnings so far is $207. Not a whole lot, but again, when we look at what I spent today, let's go backwards. So today I've only spent $61 on Facebook, $61.24, and again, that $61.24 is responsible for 956 leads so far. So is that cool stuff? And again, I mean, $207. It's not a whole lot today. Again, There's a couple of things, different things that I was testing today. But again, $207, not a whole lot. But again, I got 956 leads. And they basically are all free, right? That I can continue to market to every single day. So, how would you like to be able to have a campaign, and again on day one be profitable? On day one, have over 150% return on your money day one. And again, you're building a list of thousands of subscribers at a time that you can monetize. So, it's truly incredible. Let me let my puppy out of the room. Maybe he'll be quiet. 1 second. Right. So, Fleming says, even if it's just break even, it's good enough because we gain the leads. Exactly. So there's a couple of mistakes that I've been making over this campaign, and again, because it's been producing a great ROI, I still haven't even gone and fixed them. So I'm going to share with you guys what those mistakes are, so that you guys don't necessarily make them, and you guys get a higher response rate than I'm getting. So one thing I want to share with you right now, again, some more proof, is the whole purpose that we're doing this is, again, to build a massive subscribers list that can drive us traffic, send traffic to our offers. And again, as you can see, some of the broadcasts that I've done, I've been able to send 2,100 clicks, 1,100 clicks, 500 clicks. And again, I mean, if you're driving these to offers, imagine if you have an offer that's earning you $1 EPC, which some of the offers that I have do earn me about $1 EPC. I mean, overnight, I mean, basically, you can be creating a business that's doing $1,100 a day or $2,100 a day if you're promoting the right offer. So, 1 second. Hey, stop that. All right, cool. So now, basically, the question is, what will we be covering over the next 7 days? And again, we're going to be talking about Facebook ads. We're going to be talking about which ad units you should be using, how to optimize your campaigns, and basically how to scale them. Because again, Facebook is a different beast. It's not like most traffic networks where on most traditional traffic networks, how you scale out is you just put more money at it, right? You just dump more money at it. Like if you're doing pay-per-click, if you want to get more leads, then you just spend more money. And Facebook doesn't work that way. And again, we're going to talk specifically about how to scale on Facebook in detail, and it's a system that I basically call scaling out versus scaling up. And again, we'll talk about that. But yeah, so how I discovered this system. Again, like I said, I'm a student of learning. I initially discovered this system, what I'm using right now, from someone named Don Wilson. I bought a course called Facebook Ads Cracked. Again, it was one of the premier trainings that came out last year on Facebook advertising. So I definitely want to give credit where credit's due. Don has been someone who's been instrumental in my growth on Facebook. And it was a strategy that Don was using. And I just put my own twist to it, my own flavor, what I do with everything, right? Again, like I'm not a person who just likes to copy someone's campaigns. I like to test, figure out where their bottlenecks are, and I like to optimize. So again, that's initially how I discovered the system, and then through testing and tweaking, finding some hyper responsive niches that I know a lot about is the reason why I've been able to have success with this. So the next question is why Facebook? And pretty much we want to use Facebook again is because there's billions and billions upon people who are on Facebook, and it's just getting bigger every single day, right? There's so many people who are just addicted to Facebook. They if they lost their Facebook profile, I'm sure they would feel like that they died. So this is why Facebook is important, and it's something that's ever growing. And again, it's something that a lot of advertisers don't truly understand how to do correctly. So if you can actually do this correctly, there becomes less competition as you grow and you gain your skill sets. Because again, there's so many people who do Facebook wrong. And if you do it correctly, then you can have a wild amount of success. So the next question is, which niches does this system work best in? And again, for me, I've been using this in the health and beauty space. I've seen this work in men's health. I've seen this work in women's health. Um, I've seen this work if you're selling T-shirts. Um, I've seen this work in internet marketing. Again, the leads were more expensive, but I've seen this process work pretty much just about any niche market out there. And again, so the next question that was a common question that people ask is, will this system really give me hungry prospects that buy? So again, I've shown you the numbers on the people who bought. Like, again, these campaigns are making me about 300, 400% ROI. So again, there are people who buy products from these campaigns, and they're very responsive. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to log into one of my email accounts and show you guys some of the responses that I get from some of my subscribers. Again, because I was doing the system wrong. I was using my personal Gmail account to send out email messages through Aweber, which again, a lot of my messages haven't even got delivered because of that one thing that's a bottlenecking my campaign. And again, I'm going to show you guys how to avoid the mistake that I made. But what it taught me along the way is that there's real people on the opposite end of these campaigns, and I'm going to share that with you right now. So I'm going to log into my pen name account that I have set up for this campaign, and then we're going to look at some of the emails, the responses that we get coming in on a daily basis, so that you guys know that these are real, actual people. We get hundreds of responses a day, and then we're going to go into looking at some examples of campaigns, and then we're going to just set it up. So is everybody cool with that? Is everybody still following me? All right, so I've created a pen name character called Kimberly Nicole, and what I do is in my email promotions to the people that I've gained as subscribers on my list. Again, I send them email messages, but again, I'm using the relationship building process, and it's been able to help me have high conversions on a lot of the offers that I promoted. So today it was an email I sent out to the list about a story, and all the story was just a pitch for a BizOp trial, a free trial offer for BizOp, right? So this is what the emails. So I have people thanking me for pitching them, right? Hey, it's Kim here, and I wanted to share something with you quickly. About 8 years ago, I read this lady's story on how she was having success on the internet to make money. Check out her. It's supposed to say her story, but it says her story for yourself. So again, you can mess the system up and still make money. So we're driving them to a CPA offer, right? So I have people literally thanking me for sending them an offer for a pitch, right? You guys see this in the email? So there's, of course, there's a few women who said unsubscribe me. This is a really good story. Thank you, right? Excited and thank you, right? So there's women who are thanking me for pitching them, right? You guys see that? And I want you guys to ask yourself, when was the last time someone thanked you for pitching them, right? Right. You probably can't even remember it. The last time someone someone thanked you for pitching them. Neil says never in capital letters. Anthony says crazy. Uh, Anthony also says I never thanked to be pitched, so that's insane and great, right? So and the best part about this system is, again, I'm not just sending these people pitches every day. I'm also sending them. Uh, I'm basically building goodwill with them as well. So every Sunday, because I am a Christian, every Sunday I send out like an inspirational message to them, and I'm going to share with you guys some of the responses really quick. Again, because I believe at the end of the day, if you don't really understand your target market, then none of this is going to work, right? So again, um, I'm targeting in my product and the offers that I'm promoting, I'm targeting African American women predominantly uh, who are into health and beauty. So I'm just going to share with you a couple of the responses that I read. And again, most of these women, obviously, they believe they're really connecting on a personal level with the pen name that I've created or the character or avatar that I've created, right? Um, so there was a young lady again that I prayed for, um, and she was talking about how like she wanted to have a better life for her and her kids. She's gonna be finished with her degree. And again, I gave her some advice. Was talking about her jobs. Um, that wasn't the one I wanted to show you. Let me find it really quick, right? So I sent out a message, and basically it said again. So I'm talking as the character. It says, "Hey girl, I was thinking of you when I heard this song this morning." Um, and then I sent him a link to like a Kirk Franklin, who is a gospel artist, and the song is called "Brighter Day," right? So the subject line of the message was "Hope you have a brighter day." So again, no pitch, but again, I'm building the goodwill on my list, training them to be able to click the link. So when I do send out a pitch, that my pitches convert at a high rate, right? So I says I truly feel led by the Lord to share this with you. I believe no matter what your spiritual denomination is, we're all in search of a brighter day. Anyway, hope this brightens your Sunday somehow, right? So again, a lot of these women are leaving me like a lot of their life stories, right? I really need this, honestly. This is my motivation with all that I'm going through. But you know what? You got to keep the faith and still stay positive, right? So again, we went back and forth. And again, I continue to encourage her, give her more like uh, inspiration. And this is where the email where I knew all of this system was getting real, right? This lady sent me a message. She says, "Hey, hi Kim. I would like to thank you so much for this song. I just received news 7 this morning that my niece died from a battle of brain tumor, and this really touched me in a way that I can't express right now because um, her heart is so heavy, right? So this song that I sent out to my list, again, it was an inspirational song, gospel song, like hit her right when she needed it, and it was able to like help her in a certain way. And again, so I prayed for her, sent her some positive words back, right? And she sent me a personal message saying thank you. And again, it's like this system is not just about necessarily making money. It's also about like you can create goodwill with your subscribers, touch them in a real way. I mean, if you want it to be, and it's not just about making money, that you actually can have some type of impact on your subscribers if you do it the right way. But again, there's multiple ways that you can do the system. You can just be about the money, or you can be about the money and be conscious to what's going on in your subscribers' lives, right? So that's more of a site that I lean towards. And again, I know that in the long run, it's going to make me more money because I will have super hyper engaged responders, right? So let's see, what else do I have here? All right, so cool. So what I'm going to do is going to give you an example of campaigns, right? So I'm going to show you my exact campaign that I'm running right now. We're going to go around Facebook. We're going to look at at least one other campaign that one of my friends ran that's similar to this. And then we're going to go into ad creation, show you how to create this for yourself and how to start getting leads with the system. Right, so is everybody on the same page? We're all good? All right, cool. So yeah, so we're here. And this is basically a page that I created on Facebook, a Facebook page. And the promotional strategy that I'm using to get leads is I'm doing what's called a giveaway campaign. So I find I start with the end goal in mind, right? So before I go into this, how this campaign goes is we find something of value in our target market that we can give away. right? So for me, I like to think about the end goal in mind. Okay, so one of my primary ways that I monetize my list is through CPA marketing, right? And in CPA marketing, what we understand is we don't necessarily market by keywords. We market by the demographic profiles of a person. So like the demographic and the psychographics, right? So we're trying to think about um, what what is this person, what's exactly this person needs, what does this person exactly want, and because of these things that this person needs or wants, what other things can we correlate to this person's needs or wants that we can provide them with, right? So for me, like every time I'm on Facebook, like I'm always hearing about this product called Hairfinity. All the girls that I'm friends with, like everyone, are talking about Hairfinity, 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 right? This company just did this big launch campaign in the UK, and I'm like, what the heck is this Hairfinity stuff, right? So again, I did my research, and basically, what this Hairfinity product is a nutraceutical vitamin, um, or supplement, right? Uh, that basically helps women grow their hair. And me being African American, right? I'm being an African American male. I know that this is one of like the biggest uh, problems for like a lot of African American women, right? So again, this product is very popular in African American market, American women market, and again, this is one of the biggest, like one of their biggest issues, right? If I had to list all the issues that a African American woman has with their health, one of the biggest issues that they would say off the top of their head was to help grow their hair, right, or to help maintain their hair, or to help nurture their hair, right? And I can't remember where I read this study before. I think it was like in Black Business Magazine, or Black Black People Meet, or Essence. I can't remember which magazine it was, but it was an African American publication, and it talked about that Black women spend 25% of their discretionary income on products that are related to beauty, right? So this got me thinking, like, okay, I've seen this strategy work before, where you give away something, you get people on your list, and then you promote related offers to them based on the product that they wanted, right? So let's just say somebody came on your list, you were doing a T-shirt giveaway, you're doing a T-shirt giveaway, right? So a T-shirt giveaway, and I've seen guys like Don Wilson do a T-shirt giveaway. They're giving away a T-shirt, and the second the person gets on their list and they say, "Hey, we're gonna announce the winner of this competition in a week or so, or 2 weeks. In the meantime, you can buy this T-shirt now," right? So it's like people were buying the exact same shirt that Don and some of these other guys were giving away. And I was like, if people will buy the exact same thing, the exact same item that was being given away, would they buy other things, or buy things that are not that exact item, right? Because they're trying to win this item. So would I have a better chance at promoting something that's related to the market, but not necessarily the exact same product? And this is how I came up with this process, and this is how I'm, earning 300 to 500% ROI on my campaigns, right? So was just really thinking about the demographics. Okay. So if a Black woman, again, this is my market, right? So again, think about your market, right? So number one step in this process is determine your market. Step number two is create your an avatar for your customers. Right? So basically, if you don't understand what an avatar is, it's like create like a name. What does this person do? Where do they hang out? Like create like this person's uh, identity, right? What does this person look like? What type of income do they make? What kind of car does this person drive, right? So you want to create that, and you want that idea or the picture of that person to be super crystal clear, because again, once you have that ideal picture of who that person is, you can speak, let your marketing speak directly to that person, right? Does that make sense? Everybody still following along? All right, awesome, awesome. You guys are still with me. You guys are smart cookies, right? So again, we're going to create this avatar. So for me, I got to thinking again, uh, as a person who's dated like women who were like health instructors and fitness instructors, um, I started to think about like um, what if a person is like truly into like beauty and health, like what are the other things that this person is also open to, right? So some of the things that I was thinking about, this is the logic that I was coming to, right? If a person is interested in health and beauty, they're interested in beautification of themselves. Why would they just stop at their hair, right? So this is the questions that I was posing in my head. Why would they stop at their hair, right? It wouldn't make sense for them just to stop at their hair. If they want to grow their hair, they want to look beauty on the outside. So what about weight loss, right? So could we promote that to them? Could we promote weight management? Um, could we promote skincare, right? Could we so like again for like skincare again like again for my market again it's mostly African American women. Um, there's a lot of products that are coming out that are like skincare for specifically for African American women, skincare for dark skinned women, right? Because certain pigmentation issues and things that are really only applied to them, like as far as like spots and I'm not technical on it. I just know that from being around black women a lot is that there's certain like skin issues that like really only like are associated with like having like a darker skin, right? So skincare is something. Weight management, right? And again, just thinking about the demographic of the person, right? So I'm like, I started to create this avatar, right? So I just said, okay, let's just call this girl Angie, right? Or um, let's call her, all right, I'm gonna be ghetto. Let's call her Shanice, right? Like, let's call her Shanice. Shanice is 24. She lives in Atlanta. She's into health and beauty. She loves the hair affinity products. Um, she attended college for 1 year. Um, she had a child. So now she works as a single mother to support that child, right? So again, this could not be true, could be true or not be true about my market, right? But again, when you create your avatar, you can start to speak to a specific person, and the people who are similar who relate to that will respond at a high rate. So let's just say like if this is everything that I just said about Shanice is totally true, right? Shanice is 24. She lives in Atlanta. She's into health and beauty. She loves the hair for products. She attended college for 1 year and has a child. She works as a single mother to support that child. So what are all the problems that Shanice faces? Number one is probably finances, right? She might be struggling again with like daycare, housing, um, just trying to pay for everything by herself. So finances might be an issue. Number two, she might so she might be in debt, right? Um, Again, she may have gone to college for 1 year or 2 years, but maybe she dropped out because she couldn't afford it. So maybe we could promote something like scholarship, right? Get her to go back to school, right? So I'm always thinking about the offers, right, in the back end, right? So if she's struggling with finances, maybe we could promote like a make money online system or a biz op system, right? A free trial offer, right? And if she's in debt, maybe we could promote a debt resettlement. And I probably didn't spell that right because I don't know how to spell. Debt resettlement offer or um, like a debt restructuring type of offer, right? Now, also, again, where are we now in the world, right? So, Christmas is coming up, right? So maybe again she wants to have Christmas for her child, but again, finance is an issue. So again, lack of finances. We're approaching the new year, so everyone issue that's gonna face everyone pretty soon over the next few weeks and few months. Taxes, right? There's a bunch of tax offers in the CPA networks. Um, Again, other things. Again, she might want to look pretty, right? Again, so health related stuff. So again, I don't need to spell out every single offer that I can promote, but again, when I started to think about the big picture of the demographic of person that I can market to, I was just like, oh, okay, this is going to be a home run because there's so many different things that I could offer this person, but that only became clear when I created the avatar, right? So again, number one is to determine your market. What market do you want to go after? Number two, create your customer avatar. Who is this person? Um, uh, Most likely, what does this person do? Who are they? What do they earn per year? Basically, create that customer profile of who you're going to be marketing to, who you're speaking to. Number three, uh, come up with solutions to the problems your avatar faces. So basically, what you want to become is your avatar's hero, in essence, right? So you understand what your avatar's biggest problems are, and you want to present yourself as being the solution provider for those problems. So again, this is how you monetize the data that you're going to collect. Is everybody following along still? And I'm going to ask that a bunch of times during this training. Because again, you guys paid to come here to this course. I want to make sure you guys get your money's worth. So anytime if you guys have questions or you don't understand something, or you think I'm wrong or you think I'm bullshitting, just call me out on it, and we'll address that. Right? So again, this is how you monetize the data that you're collecting. Right? So promoting offers that solve this person's biggest problem. And again, if you do it in the right way, the person will thank you for doing it, right? As you saw it, plenty of examples. The person will thank you for doing it, right? Because again, you're not coming off as a salesperson that you're trying to sell them. You're trying to provide a solution. So we're gonna jump back over to Facebook. So this is how simple the process is. Again, so once you understand what your target market is, now we need a product to give away, right? So again, I went with something dramatic because again, I wanted to have extraordinary results, right? I don't necessarily suggest spending more than $100 on something that you need to fulfill or to give away. But again, so this product, 4 months supply of this product actually costs $96. So again, you can do a product that's cheaper than that. But so the first step in the process is again is coming up with something to give away. right? So this is step one in the lead getting process. So step one is come up with something to give away. Step two, you're going to create a fan page. Step three of the system, you're going to get 50 likes. Right? So you're going to get at least 50 likes to your page before you start running these ads. Step four, you're going to create your giveaway post. And then step five is simply you're gonna start sending traffic to your posts. Right. So in essence, this is how simple it is. Right. It's 5 steps. You coming up with something to give away, and again, we're gonna talk about how to come up with interesting things to give away. You're gonna create a fan page. Again, I'll show you how to create a fan page. It's really simple. Getting 50 likes, really simple. Creating your posts. Again, I'm going to give you a copy and paste template of what to say. So really simple. And promoting your page posts, really simple. So this part of the lead getting process is simple. The hardest part is the optimization part of it, right? So again, once you understand this fundamentally, you'll start coming up with better products to give away. And again, once you have a home run, you'll start getting crazy amounts of traffic, right? So on my best performing day of the campaign that I'm running right now, I was getting leads for, not getting clicks, not website clicks, but getting leads for 0.156 cents a lead. So almost 2 cents a lead, not a website click, but a lead, right? So this is how powerful it can become. Once you find the right product to give away in your market, something that's hot, that's something that's going to have a lot of people talking about. And again, we'll talk about how to find that in just 1 second. But again, this is what's possible. I was getting leads for 0.16 cents a click, so not 16 cents a click, not 5 cents a click, but less than 2 cents a lead, right? Which is crazy. And again, obviously these leads convert. They buy stuff. They subscribe to forums. They get you paid. So this is the post I created. So you can see when I created this page, November 30th. I had this idea that just dropped in my spirit. It was like, hey, do this giveaway campaign, right? So this was a strategy that I had tried before in other markets. And again, I think that I was coming from the wrong place. Like, I wasn't coming from a genuine place of thinking about it in the sense of how can I create an avatar and actually provide value through the emails and support this person by recommending complimentary products. I was just doing a money grab, which is, again, I don't judge you if that's what you want to do. Feel free to do that. But again, you're going to have the most amount of success when you actually build something that's sustainable in the sense of you're actually trying to build a relationship with your list, right? So, or grow like a community, right? So all this ad says is want a free 4-month supply of Hairfinity, which is the product name, right? Step 1, go here, and it's just a bit.ly link that goes to my lead pages page. And step 2, click like. So as you can see, again, there have been over 12,000 likes on this post, and my ads have reached over 358,000 people. And this audience that I'm targeting is about 2.4 million women. So again, I haven't even tapped my entire market yet, right? Only a small fraction. So I'll show you guys what my landing page looks like. So this is what my landing page looks like. I'm using lead pages because, again, they have this simple template in there where you can just upload the product giveaway on the left side, enter some copy here on the right hand side with a click here to enter, which leads to your uh, opt-in, right? So this page for me, and I'll log into lead pages if you need me to, uh, but this page right here is converting at like 71 to 72%. So 71 to 72% of the traffic that comes here is opting in, and as you can see, there's a lot of internet marketers who say my page is converting at 70%, but they've only sent 20 visitors, right? That doesn't mean your page is converting at 20%, 70%, right? This is converted at 71% across 17,656 leads, right? So when I'm telling you that this converts, I mean it converts, right? You guys understand that? All right, cool. So this is the post. So now first step is like to come up with the giveaway, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Amazon. We're just gonna go to Google and just type in Amazon bestsellers, and we're just gonna click on the bestsellers link. And again, these are all the categories that Amazon has, anywhere from appliances, arts and crafts, watches, pet supplies. These are all the topics that Amazon has. So the first thing in mind, again, is you want to use a giveaway, and it could be a product that you already have. Again, like I know some of you guys on here, you sell T-shirts. The giveaway could be a T-shirt to your T-shirt, right? A T-shirt that you're already selling, or a product related to something that you're already selling, or it could be something you're literally already selling. Like, so I know somebody on here sells like a hand cream or age-defying cream. So again, you could target your own age-defying, give away your own product. How I've seen this system work best is basically using a system or a bridge system, in the sense of using a brand that people already have trust, and people already have some type of credibility and rapport with first, and then on your thank you page, then you can navigate people to your item, to sell your item, right? That's how I've seen it work best. So again, if you are selling something of your own, like age-defying cream, maybe you might want to start with, like, in the beauty section. Let's go here in the beauty section. And maybe you might want to start with like doing a giveaway with like Olay or some type of other mainstream brand first, and then on your thank you page you direct people to your product, right? So that's just a suggestion, but again, nothing matters until you test, right? You need to test everything. So basically, if you guys can just list like what niches are you guys in? I know some people probably don't want to say, but what niches are you guys in? Just throw it out there, and we're gonna come up with something to give away. I think I already have an idea. So Jason says cars, motorcycles. Okay, cool. John says dating. Roy says the running niche. Okay. Okay, so Richard says older conservative men and young men's fitness. Yeah, so older conservative men is not necessarily a niche, but men's fitness is more of the niche you're referring to. All right. So let me give you guys a quick example of something really quick, right? So before we go into that specifically, So before this webinar started, again, like I came here to Amazon, I came here to the beauty section, and I see that the top selling products in beauty are bath and shower related stuff, fragrances, gift sets, and I was just scrolling down here and I saw, okay, cool, top 15 products. Okay, there's a fragrance in here, and then it got me thinking. So I went back to fragrances, right? So as I scrolled down the fragrance section, one of the things that stuck out to me was I was like, oh, okay, this might be something interesting to test. So I scroll down here, and the number 16 product here on Amazon bestseller for the fragrances is Taylor Swift Enchanted, right? So just imagine again, this would be a test. This is not. I'm not saying go out and copy this campaign or go out and do this campaign. But let's just say, for illustration purposes, I wanted to do a giveaway campaign around Taylor Swift Enchanted. I think this would be easy to do because, again, Taylor Swift, I think the people who would be interested in getting her fragrances are probably her fans, right? They'll probably be the largest group of people that would be interested in her fragrance. Taylor Swift, right? She has 72 million fans, right? So I could laser target her fans based around her fragrance, right? And run these ads to people who are only her fans, right? So wouldn't something like that, like it would be easy to target her fans around a product that's based on her name that she's using to sell. So again, I think that a lot when you're thinking about the giveaway campaign, also think about how it can be targeted on Facebook as well, right? So let's see, cars and motorcycles. Let's just look at what are some of like the better selling products in like the cars and motorcycles niche. So let's see, automotive. So, but off the top of my head, Jason, let's just say I was doing something related to the motorcycle giveaway. I know that a lot of motorcycle fans probably watch Sons of Anarchy, right? So I would do some type of, if I was targeting people who are like love motorcycles, I probably would target someone who's into like Sons of Anarchy, right? Some type of Sons of Anarchy giveaway, a T-shirt or some type of gift related to them, and target them because again, most of them might also be interested in motorcycles. But that's just off the top of my head, right? Again, I mean, how much time you spend on this could be, I mean, a lot of time on picking the perfect giveaway. But again, the easiest thing to do is just like finding a couple things to give away, and just test with a small budget. And then if you find something that's converting, you find something that's working, then you want to start scaling out, right? So, all right. So for illustration purposes, I'm not necessarily seeing anything that's just like jumping out, but I think that's a good example for like the motorcycle part of it. Would like closely play on using something that's popular in American culture right now as their the TV show Sons of Anarchy is actually ending. So again, I would target people who are like enthusiasts of the show, but also are motorcycle riders, right? Or maybe again on Facebook, in the interest section, you can target a person's purchase behavior, right? So maybe people who are fans of Son of Anarchy who have bought a motorcycle, right? So that's one of the things that you can use to target on Facebook is purchase behavior, right? So, Fleming said would golfing niche work as well. So yeah, so like if we go back, let's see if there's any golf stuff. I'm sure it's going to be under sports. So like think about like for sports, like let's say like you're targeting golfers. What about like a putter or a driver giving away something? again, um, it might be more expensive to do a giveaway in that space. However, um, a lot of the golfers spend a lot more money than the traditional average internet user, right? So I like to try and keep the giveaway in correlation or in the relationship of how much these people actually spend online, right? So I know that golfers spend a lot more money online, so I would be more inclined, more inclined to spend more on the giveaway, right? So let's just type in golf, because I actually did this the other day. I can't remember what the name of the Callaway. It was a Callaway driver. It was like that I looked online. It was like $250. I just did a Google search for a Callaway putter. I can't remember if it was a driver or a putter. Again, I'm not a golfer, so I don't know all the technicals. But all I did was just I went to Google and I typed in popular golf brands, and then Callaway came up, right? So I think it was like a driver. But yeah, so let's just say that I'm here. Let's see if I can find something online. Let's just type in Callaway. Yeah, so this is what it was. This was the exact product that I was looking for. As you can see, it was still in my search history. Callaway Men's Big Bertha driver. So this was a driver. I just couldn't necessarily find the best image for it, but this was the exact product that I was thinking about doing a giveaway for the golfing niche. So great question. Great question, Fleming. This was the exact product that I was going to do a giveaway on. And if I was still going to do a giveaway on golf, which I still might, because there's a popular there's a ClickBank product on driving that was written by John Benson. The sales letter was written by John Benson, and it's converting well right now. So that would be something that I would test on the back end of this, is do a giveaway campaign for a driver, and then send the subscriber to the ClickBank product on how to improve their driving, right? So something that's closely related to that. So that's how I would do it for the golf niche, right? So Fleming says great. Richard says young men's fitness. So yeah, so young men's fitness and older men's fitness is going to be different. I would think about what are the two biggest issues for young men and older men, right? I would think for younger men, maybe it's strength, gaining strength. So anything that promotes strength gain or muscle gain, that's what I would probably go towards. And for like an older health market for men, I would look at anything that's gonna increase like stamina, performance, functionality, testosterone, right? So for older guys, I would be more inclined to promote something that's like testosterone related, because there's thousands of testosterone offers out there. Again, you can find them on any CPA network. Any good CPA network has at least like 5 or 6 testosterone type offers, and the reason why is because they sell, right? Men, as they approach get older in age, they start to lose their testosterone, right? So that's what I would look at giving away. Is find something that's popular, based around testosterone, or and I would give that away. Find a popular product, give that away, and then again promote a testosterone-based product on the back end. And then again, also like depending on what demographic of older men that are into fitness, there's been a lot of studies on CEOs of high performance companies. Most CEOs of like high performance companies were on average taller men who were into fitness, right? So again, if I had to think about a white male who was taller, who was into fitness, maybe again, depending on what other interests this person was in. Maybe they're a conservative Republican. So then there's a lot of like political offers that you could promote. All the Newsmax, hey, chill out. All the Newsmax offers, all the like forget Obamacare type offers, all those offers would work really well on that interest. So again, you want to think about that. Then also relationships. Like these people are getting older in age. Maybe they're thinking about commitment, finding a wife, or getting remarried. Maybe they're also thinking about like insurance, like life insurance, home insurance, refinancing their home. There's so many different offers that you could promote to them that are not just based on their interest in fitness, right? But again, you have to know what the clear picture of that person looks like. So it's not just conservative uh, men. Like what race are they? You know, how tall are they? How much money do they make? Where do they live? Right? So the more crystal clear you can become, the easier this process becomes in your targeting. Right? Does that make sense to everyone? All right, cool. All right, so now let's just say that uh, we found our giveaway. Let's again. I like to use image on Facebook that stands out. So like I wouldn't necessarily use this image if I had more time. There's other like image editing tools. Like I would probably put like a pink, or not pink, but like a red background around this, or some other contrasting color on Facebook so that it could stand out, right? So like for my giveaway on my page, you could see that um, it was like a lot of pink on the bottles, and it didn't have a white background, so it doesn't blend in with Facebook, so it stands out a little bit, right? So before we actually go into, let's just say we have our giveaway now. We found out with our giveaway. Now, what we're going to do right now before we create the fan page is we want to basically be super clear on who we're targeting. So we're going to do is go to Facebook Insights. So you can find this in your Ads Manager. So if you just go to your Ads Manager on Facebook, inside your Ads Manager tab, there's on the left-hand side, there's something that says Audience Insights. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the Audience Insights, and Facebook is going to tell us like a lot of information, right? So I think I already have it pulled up. Yeah, so I have it pulled up already. So let's just say that let's just type in golf, right? So this tells us that again that the interests for golf are predominantly men, right? There's still women who like golf, right? Let's be more specific. I'm gonna type in a specific product name, right? Let's see like the Callaway driver. Let's say Callaway Golf Company, right? So again, the more specific that you are, as opposed to being general, the better insight information that you're gonna receive from Facebook, right? So we're here. So now we're just gonna turn women off. We're only gonna look at men, demographic information for men. So as we can see, like the largest segment with 26% is 25 to 34, and again 35 to 44 is almost the same as 18 to 24, and then again 16%. So again, like for me, if I was targeting this campaign, I wouldn't necessarily go over 55 in my targeting. So I would be targeting at least men who are like around 24 years of age to 54 years of age. And again, this is just in my initial ad setup, right? When you get super into Facebook, what you're going to want to do is what's called age banding, and basically separate almost all the years that you can. So like use smaller age groups. So like you might only want to use 2 to 3 or 2 to 5 year age spans in your targeting, right? So this These are like 8 or 9 year age spans. You want to do like smaller uh, age spans than 9 years. But let's just say again for our first campaign, we're targeting men who golf who are 24 to 54, right? So now it tells you other things that this person is interested in, right? It tells you that there's a high percentage of people who are married, um, or single, right? So again, maybe you want to because these interests have um, a lower relationship to what you're trying to target. Maybe you wouldn't target guys who are in a relationship where guys engage, right? Um, and then you might want to target again. I would only target people who've gone to college at least, right? So as you can see, like the negatives here on high school alone. So I would be targeting particularly white men who are 24 to 54, who again, depending on what offer I was going to promote, I would might only target men who are married, right? Depending on how big the audience size is, right? So married or single, who've gone to college and beyond, um, who like Callaway Golf Company, right? So again, let's say if I was doing this golf giveaway again, the Callaway men's Big Bertha, which I found was the most popular driver at the time that I did the search, I would target some people who are already fans of Callaway Golf Company, um, and again, who fit this profile, right? So then now my ad is laser focused and going to be laser targeted. That's those people are going to be super hyper engaged with my ads, right? Because I'm only showing the ads to people who are interested or who are the most interested in it. So those people are going to comment and uh, share my post or comment and like it. And the more engagement that I have, the lower my clicks are going to be, the lower my ad spend is going to be, because of the amount of engagement. Facebook rewards me for the engagement that I have on my ads, right? Um, so basically, that's the most important part is getting the engagement, high engagement, and that comes from targeting, um, the right interest, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a mock campaign, um, and then what I'm also gonna do is once this is over, once today's class is over, I'm gonna go in. I'm gonna create a brand new ad in relationship to my Facebook page, Hair Affinity. I'm gonna do another campaign from scratch, and that's the campaign that I'm gonna scale out to 7,000 subscribers, right? So targeting the women in my market, I'm gonna do a 6 month giveaway of the product. Again, you don't have to do a product that's expensive. I'm only doing it because again, I've already run tests. I know that what my women buy and what would be like the most best thing for them. Again, it doesn't always work like that. Just because you give away something expensive doesn't necessarily mean people are going to be interested in it. You just have to understand your market, right? So let's see. Right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create a fan page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some images from Google, and this is how I do it, right? I'm just being honest. I'm going to grab some images from Google. We're going to create like a golfing fan page. I'm going to show you how to set up an ad to get at least our 50 likes. We're going to do create a giveaway post, and we're going to promote that post, right? So again, I'm showing you guys how to set this up so that when you guys set this up for yourselves, you'll understand how to do that, right? But the actual example of me running, getting 7,000 subscribers in 7 days is going to come from me setting up a brand new ad for my Hair Affinity page to get subscribers for our 6 month giveaway that we're doing, right? So is everybody clear with that? Is everybody clear? Everybody still following along? Cool, cool, cool. I love it when you participate. I love it when you participate. All right, so give me 1 second. All right, does everybody know how to create a fan page already? Or a better question, who doesn't know how to create a Facebook fan page? So John says he doesn't know how. I'm gonna punch John in the face. All right, so the way I create a fan page is I just type in create a page on my Facebook bar, and what happens is Facebook will give you this icon to create a page. I usually make this page a cause or community. So let's say I'm gonna name this again. We're doing a Callaway driver giveaway, so I might name this Callaway Golf uh, lovers, right? Or Callaway golf fans, right? Something along those lines, right? Again, I just want to make it a distinction that I'm not the actual company doing this giveaway campaign. That I'm a fan or I'm a lover of this brand, and not the actual company, right? So I'm gonna click on Get Started. So basically, here in the description, I always say something along the lines like, "Hey, this is what we're gonna give away. We're not the fans. We're not the actual page." So I say something like, and I don't necessarily have a template for this. I write something unique every time. I'll say something like, "Hey, oh, right." So this is something like what I would say, right? Um, I would say something along these lines is we are true Callaway Golf Company lovers, not the official page. Uh, we're giving away a Big Bertha driver for free. Get the details here, and then this would be like my Bitly link to go to my landing page or my opt-in page, right? Does everybody understand that? So this would be my website, right? So my website would be here, right? So I'm just gonna put my website link, save info, and again for profile picture, I'll find something that's related. Either most times I'll put like the picture of my avatar, my customer avatar, or I'll put like my exact giveaway. So for my Hairfinity page, I put the pills, like so 6 months of pills here as the profile picture. So some of my other pages like diabetes, like I put like an older white woman right here on the page, right? So again, it's really going to be about your target market. Either you're going to put the avatar for your customer target market, or the actual product that you're giving away here as your profile picture. I don't think that I need to go to Google to get a picture, but let's just say pretend that a picture is here, right? So I'm just gonna skip this for now. And usually what I do is I'll add it to my favorites so that I can have it close on my profile dashboard. And I'm just gonna skip that for right now. And again, so what they want you to do is advertise so that you can reach more people. And again, We're gonna advertise in just a second, but for right now, we're gonna skip that. So usually what I do is I come in and I'll make 2 posts before I post my giveaway post, right? Um, so these are all the features Facebook tells you about. All right, so status. Right, so I just make 2 small posts, something like this. So this is gonna be post number 1. Hey, fellow Callaway golf lovers, thanks for checking out our page. If you love Callaway golf products as much as we do, click like, right? Um, and then I would say something like, hey, right. So I would say something like this. Hey, Callaway golf lovers, this month we're doing a special promotion uh, where we are actually giving away the famous Big Bertha driver. Everyone is raving over. Stay tuned for all the details. Right. So now that I have 2 posts, the next thing that I typically do again, like I would have had a profile picture at least, right? The next thing I do is I go to my ads manager to create an ad. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a like ad uh, for uh, for this campaign to get likes to our page, and we're the next after that what we're gonna do is we're gonna come back, we're gonna create the post for the engagement ad that we're going to give away. So for the product that we're going to give away. So let's do that. Let me make sure no sensitive campaign information is going to show up. 1 second. All right. So I should be popping back up for you. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your ads manager. You're going to click on promote your page, and then it's going to be a drop down menu that you're going to be able to select your pages from. So your initial page might not be showing up first, but again, I don't want you guys to see the other pages that I run and manage. So I went ahead and pre-populated the page that we're going to advertise, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to click on continue. And again, remember we already found the age information from Facebook Audience Insights. So what we're going to do is we're going to target men who are at least 24. I can't remember the top age. I think it was 54. 54 who speak English. who love the Callaway Golf Company, right? So now we have an audience size of 460,000, which is a fairly decent sized audience. Again, if I'm not trying to keep you guys here all night. Uh, all right. Because we're using a super target interest. Again, most times when I'm going after an interest, it has a little bit larger audience size, but again, this should be fine, right? So let's just say again, we used Taylor Swift as an example for, let's say if we were giving away her fragrance, all I would do was come here and target Taylor Swift for the people who fit her profile, right? So we get an audience size of 2.4 million who are men who like Taylor Swift. But again, obviously, I wouldn't be targeting men for the Taylor Swift campaign. So just showing you guys again that you're just going to target whatever your interest is. Again, I don't know what your interest is going to be. You're going to put it here, right? And then again, Facebook is cool because there's a lot of other things that we can do. We can look at the person's purchase behavior, see if they've bought things that are related to health and fitness. Let's just say if they are somebody who's into Callaway Golf Company, who's bought something in health and fitness related. Now our audience size shrunk down to only 86,000 people. So again, if you're going to target something big, let's just target, let's just go backwards. Let's just target golf in general. Right? So people who like golf, who have also bought a product that's related to health and fitness in the last year, there's 1 million people of them, right? So again, some you guys might want to target buyers, people who just had a specific buyer action, right? So again, you know that you're getting buyers onto your list, right? So wouldn't it be cool when you're building these lists of thousands and thousands of people a day that you're adding predominantly 100% buyers? That's awesome to do, right? So that's another thing that you can do, right? But let's just keep this for this example's sake. We're just gonna keep targeting Callaway Golf Company, and we're just gonna leave it how it is. So we only want to target people who are not connected to our page, and we're gonna start our campaign at typically I like to start it around like $5. $5, $10 to get the likes. And again, remember my rule: when you're starting your Facebook campaign for yourself, don't don't start it after 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, because again, Facebook starts to just serve your ad and give you what's called remnant traffic, just to fulfill your budget. If your ads start after 4 p.m. So again, a lot of times people are liking your ads or clicking through to your ads after 4 p.m. After your ad goes live after 4 p.m. Sometimes Facebook is showing your ads to people who you're not even targeting, just so they can spend your ad budget, right? So again, don't start your ads after 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So Neil has a question. Setting up these fan pages with your current Hairfinity campaign. If your AWeber from names is Kimberly Nicole, I take it you have a Facebook account in that name. No, I don't have a Facebook account in that name. I would look at having one female account for the girly stuff and one male account for yeah. So I don't have an actual Facebook account for Kimberly Nicole Neil. I mail. So this is how I mail. The from line is from the whatever the name of the campaign of the page. So my page is called Hairfinity Lovers. So this is how I mail. This is the from line that they see, Hairfinity Lovers. How I sign my email is Kimberly Nicole Hairfinity Lovers admin. That's how I sign the email. So again, from the beginning, from day one, like the first email that they get, I talk. We're gonna talk about relationship building in emails. But again, I introduce myself as Kimberly, as the admin. So I don't have a Facebook profile for her. which I definitely probably should, but I don't. So I'm just emailing from this from line. So whatever your page name is. So from this, let's say if I was again, this is my new page, Callaway Lovers. So I might mail as Callaway Lovers, either without the uh, stars around it or not. I can't even think of what this is called right now. It's slipping my mind. That's how crazy we've been on this webinar, right? But again, so you want to mail as this, right? Whatever your page name is, right? So again, the reason why you don't want to start your ad after 4 p.m. is Facebook gives you remnant traffic, and that's not what you want. You want it to hit your interest. You want to hit the people you're actually targeting on Facebook. Yeah. So Neil asked, so is the fan page on your normal Facebook account? Yeah. So the fan page is on your normal Facebook account. The users can't see that you're the admin, right? The only time someone can see if you're an admin is if like you're an admin of a group. Yeah. All right, for sure. Um, so yeah, so that's so yeah, so I don't go over $10 a day. Um, Depending on the market size, sometimes I start like with like $5. Um, and sometimes I'm able to get my 50 likes with just $5. Sometimes it takes me $10, depending on the audience size. And again, I don't have any crystal clear rules on like what you should start with, 5 or 10. Again, like start with 5, right? Start with 5, and if Facebook doesn't give you all the likes that you need, then then go back and get them for raise your budget to 10, or test it the next day at 10, right? So for this style ad for the like campaign, I removed the desktop newsfeed. I removed the right hand newsfeed, and I just run on the right column, right? So again, the next thing would be to do is to upload an image of like our target market or the product that we're actually giving away. So let me just go to Google. Let me just grab something really quick, and then I'll throw it in. I'll throw it in here. Just give me 1 second. I'm not pausing it for any other reason. All right. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna click on upload, and yeah. So this is exactly what I didn't want to happen. Uh, Webinar demo. All right, so this is the ad, and again, there's a bunch of other things that you can do to increase the click through rates of this ad, by like putting like a red border around it, having some like call to actions now that you can actually add words and text to your ads on the image. There's a bunch of stuff that you can do, but again, your main concern is really just to get the 50 likes as fast as possible, and then we're gonna turn the likes off anyway because you're gonna get a lot of viral likes to the page once you do this correctly. Once your ad is live, your page post engagement ad is live. So what we're gonna do now is we're just gonna write something like click like now if you love Callaway Golf Company. Something along those lines. Click like if you love this niche as much as we do, right? Or click like if you love golf as much as we do, right? Let's just be general, right? So that's our ad, and basically all we're gonna do is we would just place the order, right? So now your order has been placed, right? So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to our page, and we're going to So this ad is submitted to run. Basically, what will happen next is typically how this happens when I start my page like ads. It usually takes about like 5 to 20 minutes before my ads start running. I mean, before they get approved when you're doing one of these type of ads, because Facebook their guard is down when you're just trying to build likes to a fan page on Facebook. So they actually approve your ad a lot quicker. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna find the images for our page post engagement ad. And by the time that we've done that, our ad should probably be approved. So what we're gonna do is gonna go back to Google, gonna find images to use for the giveaway. So for me, um, what I do is I come here and I sort by size, because again we're gonna be running ads in the news feed, and you want the ad to stand out in the news feed. So Facebook can make your ad look very, very tiny and unnoticeable, or it can make your ad look super large, right? So this is why I look to get a large image picture of the actual product. So let's just say again, maybe this might be something good, right? Because again, it's like reaching out to you and it shows the product, right? And if somebody who's actually golfed and used this product, they would understand what's going on here, right? So let's save this image. It's a webinar demo, and yeah, that's what we're gonna use. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go back to Facebook. We're gonna create a page post engagement ad. So let's. All right. So we're back here. We're just gonna go ahead and add a photo. Of the Big Bertha here. And now we're going to create our ad for post engagement. Okay, so basically, how I normally do this, right? Is like step one, want to win. So I basically start with a question, right? So I use the asterisks. Right, to get the attention so it stands out a little bit in the newsfeed. Right, so let's just again, I didn't show you how to create the lead page yet, but let's just say that I had gone ahead and create the lead page, right? But so let's just do that really quickly. Let's go to lead page just 1 second. All right, so this is the reason why I said to use lead pages, because it's super simple to get it set up. So looking for a specific squeeze page. All right, so it says giveaway step two-step process. So this is the we're gonna use. So what I do, the first thing I do is I come and I hide all this information. I hide this. I hide this. I hide the no thanks link at the bottom. I even hide this text right here. So it's basically just the headline, no subhead. So I hide that as well. So the image of the product that I'm giving away. So basically what I'm going to do is options. gonna upload a new picture. And again, my crazy advertising um, folder pops up. And again, I didn't use the large image file that I showed you guys, the trick that I showed you last time. I didn't use that for this image, so this image looks kind of small. It looks alright, I guess. Alright, so but typically I will use like typically I use a little larger image. Um, but let's just create the headline, and all the headline is just a call to action. Enter your email below to enter the contest, right? So the next thing I do is I edit this text to say yes, an affirmation statement. So yes, I want yes I want to win, or yes I want to enter in a contest. And then the next thing I do is again I change this headline to be red. And so that's the basic setup of my capture page. So what I need to do is name this page. Let's say driver. Done. So now that it's done, I didn't add my lead pages information again. This is where you would basically associate this with a web form that you already have. Let's just pretend that I've done that, right? Let's just pretend that I've done that. Now I have my website link. All I'm going to do is go to Bitly and enter my Bitly link right here, right? So let's do this. So again, because again, you can't really change a Bitly link. I'm just gonna just put some form data here for right now as a placeholder, and so I can submit this and get this ad approved really quickly. Yeah, it seems to be taking forever. So we're gonna come right back to that. I can't refresh the page until this is done. All right, so we're gonna get lead pages a second to do its thing. Let's just take like a 3 to 5 minute break, 3 minute break, while lead pages does its thing. Okay, cool. Now it's actually back. Sorry guys, no break yet. All right, cool. So here is where I say something like enter your best email address below. right? And it's important that you say your best email address, right? Because again, we're direct response marketers. We need to give them a direct call to action, right? So we're going to save that. Oops. Okay. All right, so we're going to save. So now that it's saved, Lead Pages is going to give us our link. So we're just going to copy this. And all we're going to do is go to bit.ly and shorten it. So we're going to grab the link that bit.ly gave us. We're going to throw it in here. And now this is our post, our page post engagement ad. So we're going to post. So as you can see, like Facebook made this pretty big. So all the person has to do is when they see this in their news feed, click through to this link, and it's going to land on our page for our driver. All right. So you guys have to see how simple that is to set up. And this is why I said to go with Lead Pages before the call, is because of this reason. Again, it's so simple to set up. Again, you can use any other option outside of Lead Pages, but Lead Pages is super simple. So Fleming says, is it double opt-in? No, I don't use double opt-in on my campaigns. Again, anywhere where I'm buying media, I'm typically not using double opt-in. Because again, most times when you're using double opt-in, you're going to lose 50% of the leads that opt in. They're not going to confirm their email. So anytime I'm spending my own money on ads, I'm using single opt-in for sure. All right, so I'm just going to refresh this page. Doesn't appear Facebook has accepted our first ad yet. Usually this happens pretty quickly. Sometimes it takes longer, especially as it gets later in the night, which is, again, another reason why I typically don't submit my ads. I typically don't submit my ads at at 6:50 p.m. at night. So, but those are the steps of how to set it up, right? So again, once Facebook accepts our ad, what we're gonna do, I'm gonna let this run out and let us get 50 fans. So tomorrow when we check back in on this page, we'll have 50 fans, and then I'll show you the basically the last step of this process, which is to boost this post and create a page post engagement ad to our audience. But again, I can't necessarily do that until I have 50 fans, and that's when we'll do that. So on tomorrow's illustration, we'll basically do the last step of this process, which is to promote it to your page, right? So we'll start promoting it just so that you guys get an understanding of how to do it. But again, like, this is not the example that I'm going to build out to 7,000. I'm going to do it on my Hairfinity page. I'm going to create a new campaign tonight, and then once it's live in the morning, you guys will be able to see the stats from that. So I'm putting those people into a separate list, so you'll be able to see the leads that actually go into that list. It's nothing from the ads that I already have running, right? So let's actually go back to Aweber, and yeah. So for today, when we started the webinar, we were at 956 leads for today, and we're already over 1,000 leads for the day. And let's see what we spent. Let's see. I don't know. Cool stuff. So as you can see, again, this is the same account that we create our Callaway golf lovers. The same account that I actually have the Hairfinity campaign. So again, there's no shenanigans. I'm not like I'm just when I pause the screen, I'm pausing the screen to make sure there's no other sensitive information, all the other campaigns that I have paused, so that you guys don't see um, the other campaigns that are near and dear to my heart. uh, I'm not trying to give away every single campaign that I've ever ran, you know. But as you can see, so far today, I've only spent $73, and it's produced over 1,100 leads and over $220. Again, this was one of my slowest days as far as like earnings go, but yeah, there's a couple of mistakes that I'm making on the back end that's bottlenecked my campaign a little bit, and I'll just share what those are um, before we wrap up for today. Number one, again, your success is gonna be dependent upon how well you're able to deliver emails. So one of the things that I was doing is I was mailing from Gmail. You want to mail from a domain name, right? So should be like Internet Marketing 101. And again, I still break these rules sometimes, right? So a mail from a domain name, right? So like only like I don't know, there's a small percentage of people who are actually getting receiving my emails in their inbox. So mail from a domain name. That's the biggest thing that would turn my campaign from going from again. I'm still doing 300 to 500% on certain days. That would probably turn my campaign from 500% to like 700% or 800% if I follow this rule consistently and mail from a domain name, my emails, right? So that's the biggest thing. Again, the next biggest thing that's bottlenecking my campaign is I only have 3 follow-up emails, right? Again, this was just a test to see if this would work, and it blew up, right? So I only have 3 follow-up emails. So I recommend having 7 email follow-ups. So I have about 14 or 15,000 people who are still sitting on day 3's email. They haven't received the other follow-up emails, right? Because there's only 3. So I recommend having at least a 7 to 10-day follow-up email sequence. The next thing that can take my profits to the next level is to survey the list, right? Because I'm a man, there's a lot of things about my market that I still don't know. And the only way for me to find out is to survey them and basically ask them what do they want to buy, right? So I could be totally off on what they want to have promoted to them. So the only way to really know is to ask them. So survey your list. So doing these 3 or 4 things, optimizing these things that I'm not necessarily doing correctly, um, will enhance the amount of money that you make, right? So again, I'm not just telling you what I'm doing, but again, also how I can personally improve, and what I'm going to be working on over the next days or so is to make sure that I'm doing all these things myself. Because again, like I said, I'm doing about 300 to 500% ROI. But again, this would take my campaigns even to the next level. So that's what I'm sharing with you. John says, "Do they give you 50 likes automatically?" No, no one gives you anything, brother. That's why I created the like ad. All right. So, do we have any other questions before we wrap up for tonight's first session? Anthony says, "Great session. Thank you, brother." So Neil asked a great question. Are the free giveaway things that we buy or trials? Yeah. So for me, again, I thought I was clear on it. But yeah, it's something that you actually need to buy. So your giveaway, you should give away something of value that you actually buy. So for me, I didn't give away I'm doing a 4-month giveaway right now, currently, and that 4-month giveaway, again, I said it cost me $96. Um, I don't recommend you doing a giveaway of a product that costs over $50 unless you know it's going to be a home run. And for me, I didn't even purchase the product until I had made like $1,000 from the list. So again, if you're gonna do a giveaway campaign, you set the rules on when you do the giveaway. So initially, let me show you guys. This is the one part I didn't show you. Uh, so this is my thank you page, right? So basically, I say thank you for joining the contest. Check your email in 15 minutes. So when I initially started running this campaign, it would say something like, "We will announce the winner when we get to 2,000 fans, or 2,000 participants, or 1,000 participants." So you can set the number to. Uh, so right now I have it based on time because again I am making money with this, so it doesn't really matter for me because I'm making money on this. But again, if you haven't made money yet, what you want to do is set this line based on the number of participants, right? So maybe you don't do your giveaway event until you reach 5,000 participants, or 10,000 participants, right? Again, you don't want to do it so astronomically high that no one actually wins, but at the same time, you don't want to do it too low where you're losing money on the giveaway. So you want to do it at a safe number once you've made money. And again, if you don't make enough money to cover what your giveaway, just say, hey, we didn't have 5,000 people that participated, right? We only have 4,000 people that participated, so the giveaway event is canceled. So the only thing that you would lose is the money for your ads. But again, we're doing paid advertising. Anytime you do any paid advertising, there's always a chance to losing money, right? This is not uh, one of those get rich quick schemes where they guarantee you money. Like I'm no way, shape, or form guaranteeing you money. What I'm guaranteeing you is that you're going to be able to build a list if you do this properly. And again, I'm just sharing with you guys the results that I've gotten with this system. So, any other questions? Roy said lots of good info. Oh, awesome, man. Thank you. The ad image of the product on the priority mail wrapper is excellent. Oh, awesome. Thank you, brother. How does your first email look? Just a thank you. We're not from. Yeah, I do promote in that email, but again, tomorrow is mainly what we're going to talk about, like the back end stuff. We're going to talk about the email follow up because that's like a whole day in itself. Neil says, "Thanks, mate. Great info. I'm sure it's only going to get better." Yeah. So tomorrow, so tonight I'm going to create my ad for my page to start driving leads to. And again, we're gonna focus on the back end. We're gonna talk about monetization a lot more tomorrow because that's gonna be the main topic on tomorrow's event. But as you can see, again, so far from the ads that I have running now, again, 1,134 subscribers. Now, one of the biggest things that I want you guys to note on these four ads, right? So, is basically another do or don't. The only time that I run mobile and desktop together is on my like ad, right? Because again, I'm just trying to get likes. But on every other ad, I'm running I'm running mobile and desktop separately, right? So for this campaign, this is a desktop ad, and again, I think it only has one interest, right? So it has two interests, right? So normally, typically, what I'm doing is I'm only running on two interests at most, right? Two interests at most, and I think this is saying. So my ad has been approved, right? So our ad has been approved um, uh, for to go. So our golfing page likes ad has been approved, right? So you guys saw that. I mean, that took what, like 10 minutes? So again, we're gonna start getting likes, and once we get to 50 likes, we'll start the post engagement ad tomorrow, so you guys will be able to see that. But again, the most important thing again, as you can see, like on this ad, I'm only targeting one interest. So again, we're going to talk about scaling optimization. Basically, every ad unit you only want like one interest uh, per ad unit, because again, every interest is going to perform differently, and the only way to optimize on Facebook is really to scale out versus scale up. So you need to optimize for every interest differently, right? Or every target differently, instead of, because you don't even know where your conversions are coming from. They might not even be coming from one interest versus another, or one interest. If you have everything lumped together, one interest could be pulling your click-through rates down, which is hurting your effective cost per lead, or your cost per click to your website, right? So um, that's the most important part, is separating everything out from. So this is a desktop ad, this is a mobile ad, this is a mobile ad, and this is a desktop ad. So and they're targeting slightly different interests. But let me just show you guys something about this mobile campaign, right? So this is a mobile ad. This is probably my best performing ad, and again, I'm getting engagements as low as 2 cents an engagement. Um, but when we look at the data, right? So I've spent uh, basically $430. Uh, I'm sorry, $430, and again, my capture page is converting at 71%. And this ad alone has drove over 15,000 website visitors. So again, I'm not good at math. I mean, I kind of am, I guess. But let's just say, again, let's just round this up, or let's just say it's 15,000 clicks, right? Anybody tell me what 70% of 15,000 is? Right. So Anthony says 10,500. So 10,500 leads have come from this ad, and I've spent $430. So what is that cost per lead? Anthony, can you do the math on that? $430 versus divided by the 10,000 leads, 10,500 leads. Yeah, so 4 cents a lead, right? So we're not talking about website clicks. We're talking about 4 cents a lead for this uh, for this one specific ad. Well, I mean most of my ads, but this one specific ad specifically, 4 cents a lead. So that's uh, what you want to get your campaign. I mean, that's potential what you can get your campaign to, right? I mean, again, I've seen people even get it lower than this, which is obviously highly unlikely for it to do that. But um, again, this is what's possible, right? Again, I'm only paying $1.50 per thousand impressions, and again, I'm targeting a tightly uh, group niche group of women, right? So there's been 28,000 clicks on my ad for $430. I can't even do the math on that. That's like a penny a click, right? I don't know, like 1.2 cents a click, 1.3 cents a click. It's minuscule. I'm actually paying for clicks to my ad. So again, that's what we're shooting for. And again, so tomorrow what we're going to talk about is email follow up, and then we're actually going to talk about the engagement strategy, how to actually get your cost to go lower. There's specific things that I did on my ads, uh, off of the ad manager, but actually on the page to get my engagement super high. And I'm going to share those with you guys tomorrow. So other than that, any final questions? Yeah, so there's a lot of guys who brag on the forum about like getting penny clicks on Facebook, but we're getting penny leads that actually convert into something. And if my emails were getting through the way that I wanted them, they would be converting on a lot more. But I digress. So we're basically just gonna wrap this up call tonight. Any last question? Going once. Last question going twice. So John asked a great question. How long does it usually take to optimize a campaign? So it takes Facebook. Again, we're optimizing for impression. We having Facebook do most of the heavy lifting for us. It takes Facebook 2 to 3 days to actually get your campaign optimized on their end. And then outside of that, if you're doing additional optimization on that, I mean, that could take another 2 to 3 days. So again, Facebook's true optimization takes about 2 to 3 days. Then again, if you're doing anything outside of that, it would take another 2 to 3 days on top of that. Yeah. So I mean, in essence, if you have a decent campaign, if only Facebook needs to optimize your campaign, 2 to 3 days to have it fully optimized. So John says, and to make it profitable. So this campaign was profitable day one. So um, it just depends. It was like $6 profitable day one, and then everything else has been way above that. All right, cool. Last question going once. Last question going twice.